The next concept is advantages of friction. This friction had many advantages. How it is advantage? If in case of contact to contact bodies, it is disadvantage. But in our daily life, friction had many advantages. First one, suppose if you want to sit in a chair, without the friction between the surface to the chair, it is very difficult to sit properly in a chair. So, to sit properly in a chair, friction must be. Friction between chair and surface must be. When we sat together, then the chair and the human body will be in the friction. Second one, to hold an object like me, if I am holding a marker, this is nothing but the frictional force between the fingers to the surface of the marker. To hold a glass, to drink water, to hold a pen, to hold a pencil, to hold any object which is a carry bag or any of this is a big basket, whatever it may be the size, to carry any object, to hold any object, frictional force must be. To carry the object or to hold the objects. These are all the advantages. The fourth example, if you are tying the knots, suppose if you see the some of the workers who are painting on the walls of a top building, or some of the firemen used to use the ropes to go to the dangerous areas which are in the first floor or second floor or the seventh floor with the help of the ropes if the fire accident was took place. So if you see the rope, there are many ties, many knots of the ties. Of course, they are the nylon wires. The ties are the knots which are made up of friction. Knots in the string. So fifth one, you can say, suppose if you want to support a ladder onto the wall, on the top to the bottom, the bottom part of the ladder is in contact with the surface. The frictional force is helping to support. At the same time, the frictional force onto the wall to the top part of the ladder is supporting to fix the ladder in a perfect way. So, the frictional force between the surface and the wall between the ladder or along the ladder is keeping one of the advantage. The frictional force between ladder, surface and wall can keep these three in a safe slide position. Like this, we can assume many advantages of friction. Not only this one, many examples are there. For the safe walking on the floor, the friction is needed. To ride a vehicle, whether it is a cycle or motor vehicle, friction is needed. To ride the vehicles. This friction which gives a sufficient grip to the floor, to the tire surface, which gives the keep on going or to the objects. That's why these are the advantages of friction. Like this, we can assume many examples. What are the disadvantages of the friction? Disadvantages means there are many losses due to the friction. What are those losses? So friction can produce the wear and tear of the moving parts. Means suppose if you see the tires, some of the vehicle tires won't be properly maintained. So you can see the cracks, almost all the reduced in the size, the flat tires going to be like that. This is one of the disadvantages of the friction. So wear and tire off or tear of moving parts. One of the disadvantages of the friction. The second disadvantages of the friction is, suppose if the vehicle was used for the long time, in that case there is a possibility for the objects are to be rusted. This rust can produce enormous heat energy, and this heat energy can decrease the lifespan of the vehicles. Rusting decrease the lifespan of vehicles. Which creates some unnecessary noise pollution, and exhaust of more heat energy, which creates the decrease of lifespan of the vehicles. Therefore, we can write noise pollution, exhaust of heat energy. And sometimes it goes to the seize the vehicle also. So these are the disadvantages of the friction.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.